All right, guys, here we go. Cause I'm a Superman, just I am. Cause I'm a Superman, just I am. Flying around the town in my car. Here we go, guys. We're gonna drop in Superman straight in the center. You're gonna start with the Coco, and the Coco starts with like the letter U, okay? But my letter U, I'll show you the first line, and then I'll zoom in and bring it on home. So you could use a light letter U like this, number one, and a number one, and then make it diagonal, and close it, right? And so you can have a better shaped letter U for your Superman. And then if you did it like that, you can just erase until you get a nice, sharp, crisp edge, like so, right there. So you start is Coco. For the Superman, yes I am. Okay, and I'm gonna give it just a little bit. Man, I really gotta tighten this up a little bit more. So I'm just gonna erase that, and I'm gonna bring that up a little bit. Letter C. Letter C. And I put the number 5 inside each one. And at the top of the letter C, I'll put the number 1. The number 1. And I'll put a number 1 down the center for the nose. And you can make the nose like a little arrow. Okay, and then you could go ahead and put the mouth on number 1. Now I can pick my number 1. I could do number 1 like this. Or I can make it like a little, kind of like a little bird, right? Like that. And I'll give it diagonal, the number 1 again. And I'll put a little number 1 in the middle and a little sad face right there. And then maybe I'll give it like a little bit of a jaw like I got here. It's just like the letter, like a diagonal number 1. And maybe you can put a little diagonal, just little details, number 1. There's a happy face in the middle for the eye. And then I turn the eyebrows with triangle. So I'll make it look like a triangle. Okay, you can leave it like that, or you can add maybe like a little letter L here, little letter L there. If you want to give it a little bit more detail, you could do that. Next is like, I want to do the hair, right? And for the hair, I'll start with the spit curl. And that spit curl is the letter S right down the middle. And I add a parallel line to it. And then over here on the right, it looks like the letter L upside down. Same on this side. And then I'll just go sad face down the middle. Close it with this letter L backwards. Do the same on this side. And you should have, Superman's Coco. If you want to add more detail to it, you could just add like sad face like this, maybe sad face over here, maybe another little sad face there. And you want to put a couple little number 1s like so. And if you want to add a little extra detail, just put a little happy face inside and you'll have that extra detail. Okay? And I'll add a little extra. For me, it's just parallel line. Anytime you add parallel lines, you're going to get a better drawing. Now, let's continue on with, let's do a sad face going across the back like this. Sad face here. Sad face here. And I'm going to add a parallel sad face here in the center, going towards the middle of the chin here. Sad face. Sad face. And now what I want to do is I want to build up the chest and the shoulders. So I'll just put like a little number 1 right down the middle. And I'll go to the left. Looks like a letter L almost, or the letter C. Same on this side. And I'll put sad face here. You see it kind of lines up with this chest that I drew. And same on this side. Let me fix that one up to kind of align with this one. There. And now I'll draw diagonal number 1, and I'll continue this little number 1 right there to give them some abs. Okay, next, I'm going to drop in these arms, these forearms. So I'll just do like the number one. I actually give it a little diagonal right here where the chest meets the abdomen. That little corner right there. I just drop a little diagonal number one. Show you over here. Little diagonal number one in that spot. And now I'll go number one, parallel line. Notice how they both stop at the same point. Same over here. Number one, parallel line. And now the fist, right? This fist, just see it as a square or a rectangle. I'll just give you simple. Square or rectangle. Here's a square or rectangle. Now what I would do is this little corner here, and that little corner right there, I'll do like the letter V. Maybe I'll make it look more like a rectangle. And I'll drop a number one. Let me take off the bottom layer so you could see this better. And I'll just go 1, 2, 3 sad faces. And I'll add one there for the sleeve. And then I'll put sad face there, maybe put a little sad face there. You got the thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. You got the palm of the hand, and you got the sleeve for his arm. If you missed it, I'm gonna do it again over here on this side. I just wanna put the bottom layer so I get that correct shape here. So I did rectangle first. I could cut that bottom layer now that I have it. And I did here for this thumb, from this corner here, kind of looks like it's like a rectangle. 1, 2, and 3. And I draw my number one from that thumb. And I'll put sad face here for the palm of the hand, sad face there for the sleeve. And then I'll go 1, 2, and 3, and I have the fingers. And I'll put a little sad face there just to give you a little detail of the nail of the thumb. See? And I got the fist. You want to add a little bit more detail to this. You can go like number one down the middle and put a little happy face there, little happy face, little number one down the middle, just to give a little bit of that forearm muscle. And I will put maybe like a number one there, little number one right there. If you want to add little details, like a little parallel line, parallel to each other, parallel to each other. You can put a little sad face if you want to go crazy with details. Okay? Now, excuse me. Let's do the waist. And the waist, you're just going to drop a little number one. Excuse me. Number one. Number one. And they should both line up. Now the leg, I'll go sad face. Let me do just one. Sad face on this side. And they should both line up. Then I'm going to go sad face on this left. Sorry, let me do that a little bit better. And here. Now, if I see this line going down the middle, as far down as you want to go, drop a little happy face there. And you're going to put parallel line, parallel to this one, right? Parallel to that one. Parallel line, parallel line. And I don't even have to draw the feet. If you want to draw the feet, you don't have to. But if you want to, you would draw a trapezoid and a trapezoid. So you have feet looking at you. And you put a little sad face there, see? And it's a little foot looking at you. Little sad face here, and you get the same deal. Let me cut the line underneath, and we can start adding the details, right? So I like to put the knees. And the knees would just be like the letter L, and then I'll put a happy face here. Same here, the letter L, and I'll put a happy face there. Then I'll put the letter M and the letter M. You put sad face, happy face, happy face, circle here in the middle, two number ones, and you basically have Superman. Now the shield on his chest, right, is just a diamond upside down. So I'll just draw my sad face first. And then I'll put diagonal. And then I come down with a letter V. And that's basically the shape of it, right? Now you could do the S in different ways. You could do the S with just putting an S in the center. Sorry. It would look like that. Looks wide at the top, gets smaller at the bottom. You add your parallel line here. Touch that diagonal. And then just finish it like this. You put a little number 1 there. Do the bottom. Little curvy line there. Here you would close it. And you would add a parallel diamond. Parallel diamond. A little parallel diamond here. And then you would you have to erase. Sorry. You have to do some erasing. So I would erase here. Except for that little, well, I could erase that just to show you. Erase here. Erase there. Let's erase here. There. Here. There. I need to just patch this piece up right here. There, I'll patch that piece up right there. And there's your S. And then I would just go and follow parallel line here, here, and there. And you have that S. The cape will come off the corners and just go like this way, like number 1. This one can go like this, right off the page, right off the page. I would add a parallel line, kind of like close it. So it's going behind them. And you would erase whatever you have inside. Whatever you have inside. And you can leave it like that. Or you can even add that the yellow S on the back of his cape. I just like to make it kind of a little wavy. For me, it'll look something like this. Like it's in the wavy part. There. And there you should have your Superman. I got a little background going on. I just draw a little number 1 like this. Going across the back. Use your rectangles. Different sizes. Simple. Maybe you want to put a few windows in there. You want to put that effect of like he's like, you know, you could put him like he's just landing. You could put it like this. Okay? And you got him landing or not. You don't have to put those lines either. And this is the Superman drawing. All right, guys. It's Superman. Superman. I hope you enjoyed it. You know what to do. If you needed my help and I'm around, you know where to find me. Hit me up and I'll help you out. Until then, be good to yourselves and each other.